Is strength training really as important as they say it is? I'm Nate, I'm the Fit Future MD, upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Pick up the free copy of the Nutrition and Workout Guide in the description below. I'm currently down 41 pounds, and if you are interested in how I did that, pick up the free copy of the Nutrition and Workout Guide. It is 100% free, no shipping, cost, no nothing. I'm the owner of Insercell. Insercell is family. Together we rise up from humble beginnings to inspire others all over the world with the messages on our t-shirts. Wear your inspiration today and use code FitFutureMD for 20% off. The Difference Maker drop is on its last week. So, you pick up every magazine, you pick up all the books, you say, well, strength training, is what it's all about, right? So how accurate is that, right? So this is what I say when it comes to strength training. You do it enough to maintain or gain, it depends on your goals, right? If you feel like your body has enough muscle on it already, you may not strength train as often as someone that's trying to gain muscle on their body, right? Most of us don't want to be a 250 pound bodybuilder, right? Most people want to be, between 150 and 180 as a male and 110 to 140 as a female, right? And, you're going to weigh more than that when you hold more muscle, right? So, and all of that it has to do with how you eat and, all that kind of stuff. Now, when it comes to weight loss, the reason strength training is so important is because when you strength train, you don't just burn the calories while you're lifting. You continue to burn calories as the muscles are repaired from lifting, right? So you say you go do cardio for an hour and you burn 300 calories. Well, that's all the 300 calories you're going to burn. Whereas you go lift weights for an hour and you burn 300 calories, you're going to burn 300 calories while you lift. You're going to burn 300 calories that night and probably 300 calories the next day from those exercises, repairing those muscles, right? And if you're a newbie, you may be burning a lot more than that trying to repair muscles, right? Like, you see a lot higher returns on your effort, as a newbie, right? Those returns diminish over time, right? Because you reach your genetic potential, right? So that's really why strength training is really so important. As far as, health and longevity, strength training is not going to be, they're coming out with this like, oh, you should strength train to keep your joints strong and all that kind of stuff. Well, most of these people that live to be 120, 125 years old, they're not strength training at all, right? They may do some kind of physical labor, most of it is repetitive movements, right? Whether it be gardening or, whatever. But you really don't see someone that is lifting weights live a long, long time, right? But you do see people live a long, long time that had a mile walk during their day, right? If they had to walk a mile every day, they'll live forever, right? So you got to keep that in mind. It's a balance between strength training and cardiovascular exercise, right? I particularly love to be in the gym. I go to the gym 7 days a week, right? And I probably lift 6 days a week if possible, most weeks, Some weeks scheduling kind of messes that up, and I'll go 5. But most days, most weeks, 6 days a week, I'm lifting weights at some, even if it's 15 or 20 minutes, right? On small things like traps and calves and forearms and stuff like that. But when you really look at that's anecdotal evidence, right? Like, this person lived to be 120. What did they do to live to be 120, right? And you clearly see that there's a big difference in the way most people live their life and how they live their life, right? Their stress levels were way down most of their life, right? They were not under a high level of stress. Most of them were not living in big cities, right? Most of them were living in, out in the country somewhere, on the countryside, right? What diet are they having, right? Like, they're not eating a big fatty diet, right? Matter of fact, most of them live on, very little protein and a higher carb diet, right? To live a long time, right? They are not, 6 to 10% body fat. They are 10 to 15% body fat and live that long, right? Some of them had bacon and eggs every day, right? Every day, 2 eggs and 2 pieces of bacon every day, right? And that's completely different than, people's thinking, right? People would say that's, too much cholesterol or too much saturated fat, or, you should do turkey bacon and have lower fat levels, and, but that might have been all of their fat, throughout the day. The only other fat source they had was butter, right? Stuff like that, right? You guys talking about that old school. You say, if you go start eating that old school way, a lot of things are grilled, or slow cooked in the oven, right? It's not, most people living to be 120, they're not eating, fried chicken twice a week, like. So this is just something to think about for longevity, right? How important really is strength training? Well, these people that live to be 120, they rarely strength train, right? They're more doing cardio. But when it comes to weight loss, strength training is like you already messed up your diet enough. It's not really messed up your diet. You can go, be on 500 calories over every day for, 5 years, or just say a year. 500 calories over every day, that's a pound a week. So you gained 26 pounds this year, right? That's not very hard to do. That's 2 cookies, right? You had 2 cookies extra every day for a year, and you gained 26 pounds, right? Hopefully you strength train and, 13 pounds of that is muscle, but that's really the importance of strength training. So on the level, if I could say 1 to 10 strength training, I would say strength training is like an 8. But for weight loss, for longevity, it's probably a 6, right? Because these people that live a long time, they are not weight training, right? So, and you see, these people that are 5 to 8% body fat, they die early, right? They did something to get to that level, that extreme level, and they don't make it, right? So holding extra weight is also, big time negatives, right? People that are overweight, they die earlier, right? If your heart's a pump and a valve, it can only pump against so much stuff for so long, right? So, so you have more to pump to, more strain on the pump. But, that's what the truth is, right? That's what the evidence shows, right? I say if you're a person that was naturally big their whole life, like myself, and like most of my family, you struggle with weight, and your body doesn't tell you that you're full, and it's mostly nutrition that causes that, the cravings and what you're eating, right? So, and you can choose to change that. You can choose to not eat that way, right? Pick up that free copy of the Nutritional Workout Guide if you're interested in how to change that, right? Like I say, I'm down 41 pounds. We're gonna keep going, and I hope you follow along for the journey. Like I say, there's plenty of things, I got workouts up here on this channel. I literally go through, 20-week cut goes through exactly like everything I've done on this channel, right? I say, and it's not like I didn't make it to be exciting. I didn't make it to, I made it to help you, right? I didn't make it to get famous or to make money or, any of that. None of that stuff is monetized. Like I said, I give my nutrition and workout guide away for free. I do not charge for it. It's 100% free. They say I make money making t-shirts, right? Inspiring others. The Difference Maker drop is out now. If you feel like I'm making a difference in your life, pick that up, and we'll see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video with somebody that needs it, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.